Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Space 2. It's not 2 in the morning, so let's take a moment here and look over the decisions I made while it was 2 in the morning, in the hopes of possibly fixing some of them. So, first of all, I took the choice on that event that increased our research rate rather than the one that gave us free technologies, because I was like, oh man, what if we got something super cheap like xenobiology? That would be a waste. And then somebody pointed out in the comments of the last episode, but you should get xenobiology, right? And yes, you're absolutely correct. We should have xenobiology. This is a basic research structure that is very good, very effective, will be instant to build on most of our planets, and actually, it's going to be a significant amount of science for no outlay. The other thing that I want to do, yes, I did not choose to prioritize genetic recoding, but I think that that's a mistake, actually. Like, really thinking about it, Horatio population is a lot better than most of our minor populations at this point, and 1280 is a cost that we can afford to pay in some places. We're not going to be able to do tons of genetic recoding in all of our systems, but there are definitely systems where we will recode all of the miners out. So let's move that to the front of the queue. And with that, I think we're good to continue. We're winning this war against the Vaulters considerably. It won't be long now, and then we can get peace with the Sophons, and then we can focus on the things that really matter. So, we also need to continue to increase our mining rate. Is there any mining tech that's still available? It'll be orange buildings, right? +2 resource generation on strategics, +1 on luxuries. I mean, it's in the top tier, but it's only a couple techs away. Oh yes, the microwave pipes. We need to be able to mine quadronics. That's important. We have access to quadronics worlds. We should get the ability to mine. In fact, that probably has to be pulled up, right? That probably has to be pulled all the way up. Yeah, because we need to start gathering this resource as quickly as possible. We're also going to pick up microwave pipes, which are bananas, although we have to be a little bit careful with them, because obviously we don't want to spend too much adamantium and antimatter. Okay, it looks like there's not a lot of mining rate options still available. Man, distributed energy is like a good idea for a building, but it comes so late and it's so expensive. Oh hey, that's interesting. Can we maybe also grab this? You know what? Somebody told me about this in the comments as well. I am now remembering. Okay. Yep. Get the quadronics mining. We don't quite have any quadronics mines available to us yet, but we will soon. What was this quest? How doable is this? Oh, it was this thing. Okay. What we can do with these guys instead is just praise them a couple of times, and then buy them out with influence, because we have enough influence banked for that to be a pretty easy thing to do. We might be able to get our militarist support up, but also it might be awkward to do, and frankly, I just want these guys as quickly as we can get them. Are the obelisks considered to be wonders? Is that trait going to help me build these? Hey, it says wonder in the name there. Victory wonder. Let's, So the little box that gives you access to building the thing is not visible, so we can see that this is a deed wonder, but we can't see the actual description box for the building itself. But I bet we would find that, that it is titled in a similar way. So yeah, I think it probably does reduce the cost of the obelisk. Yeah, definitely worth assimilating those guys. And over here we have siege ships doing siege stuff. So we could try to pick up some more systems out here, and that might be worth it, especially like for the minor factions that already have functional adamantium mines. Okay, Nakara is about to get attacked, which is inconvenient, not something we can really do anything about. The amoebas just got grabbed right in front of us, which is unfortunate because the quadronics would have been nice. Let's keep this up. We can do some bombing here, I guess. We're not cutting that many of our points of manpower out of the battle. And we're getting 400 to 800 bonus damage out of it. Let's see. It reduces the manpower limit by 25%, which would cut it to 450. So we're leaving 60 points of our manpower out of the battle in exchange for 600-ish damage, probably. Yeah, I think that's good. It was pretty good, it turns out. And we'll get to do it again next time. Oh, I totally forgot about our faction quest. I completely spaced. Well, we did it. Also, the total amount of science in the galaxy was increased, and hey, we got some stuff for it. You know, honestly, 75 Hyperium, not totally useless at this point in the game. If you can believe it, there were some births in our empire. Okay, Ying finished the Trade Company HQ. That's right, we bought that out. We need public-private partnerships everywhere. Every 5 feet, everywhere. Probably it's worth picking up AI labor here. We have a couple of sterile worlds. This is going to be +8 industry. You know, honestly, for the amount of time that it takes to build it, it's probably fine. Go ahead and do that. And then science, mostly. Who else needs orders? Birius. Yep. That's 40 science. Like, public-private partnerships is going to be a considerable boost in science everywhere. It is crazy that I had not researched this yet. This is, sometimes I talk about the fact that I get sort of cognitively overwhelmed. Every once in a while, I just, stuff gets away from me because I'm too focused on other stuff. This is a great example of that. I was so busy worrying about our food and our population and all that nonsense that I totally didn't pick up one of the, obvious get this at the beginning of every game technologies. Again, I would like to say in my own defense, I do play games slightly better when I'm not talking the whole way through, so this is not the only level of skill I have available, just the only level of skill that I have available when anybody's watching. Alright, so this is probably resolved. This will resolve quickly once we actually attack. And then it's just going to be Hidel. We're going to have to deal with some pirates. We should probably take Nakos. We can afford to, I think. So let's grab, first of all, public-private partnerships. Also, we're going to need one of these beautifiers. And then, yeah, just keep producing food, fill up the population slots. Now, there's something I'm not 100% clear on with ecologist propaganda. It says that it progressively increases support for the ecologist party, and the longer it stays in the queue, the more efficient it is. But I don't know if it actually means the longer it stays in the queue, or if it means the longer it's the top item in the queue being actively worked on. Because if it means the former, then probably, if you ever will need this, the smart thing to do is to put it in the queue and then just always alt-click things into the front of the queue in front of it. That can't be... Nah, that can't be the way it works. I don't know. That's probably testable. This is a situation where there's kind of too much going on. We probably couldn't get clean data. Why is Mira... Okay, Mira's glowing because we have this quest. Actually, I guess we should probably send this guy over to here. We can clear that out. And now, we have 2 new heroes. 2 new heroes who are relatively high level. Plus science per original Empire population on planets. We're going to be able to get some science and some food. Some extra luxury resources. Unfortunately, not extra strategics. Yeah, this is kind of not a great hero, actually. Well, there aren't too many places where we need clone wares right now. We probably want to go optimal operations expert. And we're just going to put this hero on a system that already has a lot of Horatio, I guess. Yeah, plus influence, I guess. We're working on having better, cooler governments. We do still need a lot of Transvine and Gossamer, so actually I'm going to take this, and we're going to try to put this hero in a place where there's Transvine or Gossamer and also a considerable Horatio population. Cross. Not a bad call. Right, Cross is all Horatio, probably. Yeah. So Cross could be the one. It looks like actually Cross is the only one that fits. Good enough for me. That was you. And then we have this other new hero here. Okay, and this one is a counselor. That's a little better. Honestly, it's not that much better. It's kind of the case that what we really need in this at this point is Guardian Governors, because they have that skill that increases your industry by a percentage, which will really, really help us build the things we need. What do you call it? The wonders. So I'm going to do kind of the same thing with you. And you have a lot less reason to care about original Empire population, so you'll make a good governor for anywhere that we're getting Gossamer or Transvine at all. Nullen would be good, actually, if we want to hold out. Rigel's not bad. Rigel has Transvine coming in. Yeah. And a reasonably high population to take advantage of all of his per-population stuff. Okay. Increase the rate of Transvine mining means we can... Or Transvine and Gossamer mining means we can increase the rate of applying our higher-level system developments, which obviously has some value. This thing is, it always has the red, hey, you have new options, exclamation point on it when I load it up. I think... Do we need Toys for Boys anymore? We're so much happier. It's like Andromeda would actually drop 20 points, but there are probably some places that wouldn't fall below ecstatic, right? Yeah, like we could lose 20 points here. We could lose 20 points here. I'm going to cut it for a moment and see how bad things get. Because we could certainly use something... We could use this slot for something cooler. Like Power to the People, which at this point is actually really good. And doesn't take us negative on approval. So that's just plus 10% science on all of your systems. I guess that, yeah, brains over bucks is the way to go. Instead. Alright, how... didn't bring the Empire down below Devoted. Didn't bring most systems below Ecstatic. Yeah, that's a fine thing to do. Okay, the Hisho became... I guess the Sophons recently acquired some more room under their overcolonization cap. That's what we're seeing here. Shoot, do I want to take your quest so that I can get access to that Adamantian? Probably. Okay. Not a problem. That will get done. Ground battle at Nullen. We definitely preemptive bombing now because it has no effect on our manpower output. I cannot believe they're still holding on. Well, preemptive bombing increases the chances of us destroying a unit of their population, and they're conscripting their population. So we might actually just run the planet out of defenders.
What game you play?
Still no. Still absolutely not. Okay, we have some choices to make here. Ursa could probably use one of these. And then, honestly, like, we should go ahead and get this. There's no reason really not to. The upkeep is almost free, and it gives us a little bit of free vision. And we don't want to mess with the industry output of the system. Not until the Wonder's done. So I guess after that, just public 3D printing? We're full on population here. I should probably send some population points, but we don't need to do ecologist propaganda. So where could we use a little bit more population? Andromeda's low, but we have stuff coming to Andromeda. That's right, I remember that. Rigel will fill up naturally pretty soon. We can't really send population to Nakar. Also, it doesn't need it that badly. But it's definitely not right to just let our system sit at cap while other systems are not capped. Honestly, we could send population to Murgashi. No, Murgashi will fill in a matter of turns, a small number of turns. Okay, Ying. Let's send 3 units of Horatio population to Ying. You know what? It could be 3 units of Horatio population from a production world, though. Yeah, this is the least productive world. Because we're basically done building stuff here, for the moment. So we may as well refill and get that population back as quickly as possible. And then Beerus is the only other one, actually. Beerus doesn't really need colonial rights right now, but it might as we continue to expand. May as well pick it up. I probably could have refitted my colony ship design with better engines. Actually, that's something I should have done. Alright, we'll remember to do it if we need to build another one. I'm not convinced that that'll be an issue, though. Alright, so I think this is the turn where we begin the assault on Timos. Begin and probably end the assault on Timos. Alright, keep bombing them. And that is Nalin taken. So we're being attacked somewhere. Scout ships being attacked at Spica by quote-unquote pirates. Possibly actually pirates. Yeah, honestly, these probably are actually pirates. Well, retreat is lethal. We don't have enough health to survive a retreat. They don't actually have a lot of damage output. Try to stay away from them? We might survive the battle. We have no chance of surviving the retreat and a small chance of surviving the battle, so we go for the battle, obviously. Impossible. This dude, we can get up to Vox Populi. This dude is going to be very helpful in getting those wonders done. And we'll give this one more turn. We'll run that all the way out. Oh, those pirates are the pirates from this quest. This spawn-in just happened. Well, we could get some new fighter designs that we're not gonna... I don't care about this at all. This quest is of no value to us.
Our purpose is to kill. Sign the deed.
Obviously not. They're willing to give me 13 dust. How was this worth the influence that it cost to put this on the table? Well, sorry, we'll truce out with you. Listen, I got nothing against you. You just got real bad taste in friends. For real, no. Underhanded Sophons, man. Alright, let's make some more food. We do need to put up our new subsidiary somewhere. I kind of think I want it to be on Timos. Yeah, let's wait a little bit and we'll put it on Timos. Alright, and these should probably be merged. There probably aren't very many Vaulter ships left, right? I'm gonna leave these guys here as the defense fleet and so that they have time to repair. And we're gonna send the other fleets from this location in the direction of Hidel. Alright, well, we can handle that. Let's see what we have here. Wow, this is a lot of stuff. At this point, we probably want to prioritize subterraneans, just so that we know... Yeah, so we'll search these 2 subterraneans, and then I guess the ruins? Okay, antimatter and 2 sources of Gedonics. Not bad. Also, basic pinch beams. I don't think that's anywhere near as good as the weapon modules we already have. I think there is no chance that we take this thing. It does increase militarist political ideology, which I guess is something, but we're just going to buy those guys out with influence. So yeah, let's do this. An 80% chance to discover something. Sounds good to me. Also, yeah, handful of resources. Okay, you're going to stay there and keep doing that for a little while. Nakar needs to produce some ships. We got to fight back a little bit here. This system is an important source of antimatter and cannot be blockaded for long periods of time. We're going to have to clear both of these pirate worlds. Fortunately, doing so is likely to reward us with some resources that we do need. Are these the only two systems that have... No, okay, we have need of orders in many places, in fact. Yeah, you know, this is okay. That's an okay amount of industry. And then probably we want to build the not expensive approval buildings everywhere, because we're again going to be expanding pretty rapidly for a little while here. Predictive logistics, AI labor is actually better. And then we'll use that to get predictive logistics, right? This is... Actually... Yeah, this is almost exactly the same amount of industry between the two of these. No, it is precisely the same. Yeah, this is 12 population, so they'll both produce 60. So I guess it doesn't matter which one goes first, but they both got to get done. Okay, we're waiting on one more turn of siege here, and you are waiting there for your probes to regenerate. Oh, hey, at some point we picked up this neutron star here. I think that's Mrigashi's. Yeah, if we extrapolate from what we can see of Ying's influence circle, it curves out like this probably, so. Alright, I think we're building important things everywhere. Nalin. We need orders on Nalin. So first of all, let's have a look at the place. Some Remnant, some Vaulters, some Sisters of Mercy. They have not colonized their entire system, despite the fact that this is a system they've had for an extremely long time. Now, I think we want to wait on this. Yeah, let's grab predictive logistics. We'll figure stuff out from there. Honestly, we should probably respecialize that world at least, since it's a hot world. The Fallen Gardens. A space graveyard for vast structures of unknown provenance. The Fallen Gardens are a twilight world of ancient technology, long forgotten and dormant. That's pretty cool. Can we zoom in and actually see? Yeah, look at that. Huh. Well, how many turns are we from being able to try this? Okay, just a couple. I don't know what the industry cost is actually going to be, but it won't be too bad. Alright, so this is now 15 food. It's still not really significant, but it will speed things up. I haven't been sending population to Arcturus because I'm afraid it wouldn't get there, given all of the pirates and the Sophons and everything. So it's going to have to grow itself. This isn't going to be very much food immediately, but it will eventually. We need to probably focus the population on the planet that's going to produce the most food. Unfortunately, we do not have a food specialization. Well, we probably want to focus on food buildings over getting a specialization that's going to be of limited value, considering the low population of the system. Okay, Zubin is properly ours, and we're not that far off of... oh, no, wait, we do have the... We did finish the mining tech, right? We also finished this, obviously, like... That was no problem, considering the rate at which we were gaining science buildings. So, I might actually have these guys come over to Nakar. Nah, you know what, they'll get there way too late for it to matter. I think I am going to have them hang out around Corvus, though. Try to stop new pirates from emerging. And the population here is... Okay, largely allocated to the wrong planet. It's put everybody over here. So we have hot, hot, and hot sterile. AI labor will be pretty good. We might want to put some dust into this. How's our Empire approval level looking? Okay, we've seen some droppages, what with our new acquisitions. We might have to change our laws back. Just blitz them. Yep. Easy. Let's figure out what this is first, and then... burning gas giants are very good. Very, very good for your ability to build things. This is a fairly developed system. It's okay. It actually doesn't have xeno-industrial infrastructure for some reason, despite having a temperate, fertile planet and another temperate... This is madness over here. Here, get that done, and then that'll make everything else easier. And we are almost done with these vaulters. And the siege ships over here. I'm going to leave this fleet in position to play defense a little bit because we know there's still a vaulter ship or two running around. Okay, who can we splice? We can splice in vaulters. One extra science. We could splice in Bagaba eventually, but I don't really think that that is very useful. Pilgrims are who I really want to do. But maybe we should just hit the vaulters now. We're at 20... plus 10% science on systems that have at least one vaulter. You know, maybe we keep them around. Although, actually, at this point, I think we're splicing 10 or 12, right? Still doesn't make any sense to do this. Yeah, we gave the Pilgrims some breeding room. Let's let them do that, and we'll splice them next. So, we want to spread our vaulter population a little bit. Yeah, but it's going to be a real pain to get them, like, get points of vaulter population into Murgashi, and... Alright, let's try. Are these systems... Yeah, they are level 2. What's their level 2 system upgrade look like? Ugh. Terrible. Terrible choices. So let's... 1 point of vaulter population. 1 point of vaulter population. 2... Murgashi at the very least. We should probably do 1 to Owentho as well. We can do that from Carius, probably. So we'll let those population ships get to where they're going, and then we'll send a population out from those systems to make room. So yeah, we have some starvation. You know, these rebelling systems. It's a real problem. Okay, Zubin is going to need to pick up this. But it doesn't have to be the first thing we do. We might want to send some population over here. I guess we're going to produce another point immediately. And that'll help. We're at 16 industry per population point here. That's a pretty significant increase. This is actually something we're going to spend dust on. This is the next thing we're spending dust on. We'll be able to do that in a turn or two. Depending on how much the cost of it goes down over time. So we have access to... I need to see system trade values. So let's see here. You can see the routes. How do I see this? Are these the system trade value? Yeah, okay. This is the economy lens. So 11 to 2.69. So ideally we want to do this in a place with a relatively high system trade value, where there's a lot of population, but the approval level could use some work. So actually this is perfect. There's no place that it would, I think, in our whole empire that level 3 system development makes more sense than on Kurha. Alright, yeah, so we dealt with that.
Our purpose is to kill.
Yeah. Save it. You may not believe this, but I've heard it before. Okay, we have good builds going on everywhere. We have good researches getting done. Yeah. We are hurtling toward being able to threaten the ability to hurtle toward the end game. It's kind of a long process. We're working on it. Alright, we can get this done. Alright, so we acquired 40 influence, which is not exactly amazing. A very small amount of science. And also a free ship. Which I guess we will use to... I'm going to send this to Nakar, I guess. I don't really know what else to do with it. Alright, are there any other... Yes, there's a curiosity down here worth exploring. Okay, I think we're mostly in a pretty good place now. This ship, yeah, the ship does have a probe available. Let's try this other ruin. Okay, looks like we found population. Amoebas. Okay, cool. Those are fine. Fine, not great. Should I try to get you guys? Yeah, alright. What is your quest? Create a ship with at least 55 offensive power and bring it to Oshi. So, any ship. Do you have 55 offensive power? Okay, not any ship. But yeah, like any one of these shuttles. Is that really it? Sorry, this isn't what I wanted. I've already actually dismissed the thing. 55 offensive power is quite low. That's a very low impact quest. We won't get any resources we need, but we will pick up an eager new population and an assimilation trait that is totally worth having. Oh right, our laws. I gotta refigure our government here. Am I? How close? Does that mean I hit the halfway mark? Yeah. 16 of 32. Honestly, this might be doable. If we were to just start scooping up stuff in the middle, we might be able to win a conquest victory, actually. There's still a number of systems over here that we don't own. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 right here to take us to 25. You know what? A conquest victory might actually be faster to win in this situation than the wonder victory. How does that change if we're going to shift gears to conquest? How does that change our research? We still want genetic recoding. We still definitely want liquid composites. We still want all this stuff.
What is your objective?
We just, instead of piecing out on these guys, we put together a fleet that's capable of defeating them. They took Oshi from us, which is annoying. But not unresolvable. Though the Vultures began their journey through the stars as an almost medieval society, their adaptability and intelligence have turned them into an efficient, advanced workforce. From the fearful refugees on the Argosy to the confident craftsmen and explorers of today, this people has come a long way. Sadly, they are torn between those who feel nostalgia for their past and others who have an overt desire to forget it. Something needs to be done to either turn the former away from melancholy, or to help the latter remember their traditions. For if serious schisms form within the Vultures, their innate drive to take care of the clans first will make everything else secondary, work, politeness, and public order included. Yeah, politeness and public order are somewhat overrated. I don't really care for the strat recycler. Or that, actually. I don't care about either of those things. Okay, well, this is free. This will just complete, so I guess let's let that happen. Alright, we will search one of these. It doesn't much matter which one. Okay. Giga lattice, that's fine, not terribly exciting. So we're having some real approval issues. Let's fix our government. So I'm even less worried about science now. I think we pretty much have to go back to toys for boys, at least for the moment. Are we just about full pop here? We probably could cut ecologist propaganda. So, how... I'm not 100% certain that we're going for a conquest victory. So how do we head toward both things at once? We probably want to go ahead and build microwave pipes, even though they cost important strategics, on the 4 systems that are most likely to be the ones where we build the wonders. So that'll be here, and Ursa for sure. What else looks potentially really strong? Kurha. Kurha and Owentho for the moment. That makes sense to me. Those add up. And in fact, this is way more important. Alright, so do that. We don't want to build these everywhere. Okay, yeah, let's get that. Still have a lot of science development to do. And here on Beerius, we're gonna population cap. We could start sending population out to, like, Nalin, I guess? Which has considerable room underneath its cap. Yes, let's do that. These places where we're hitting our cap, let's send stuff to Nalin. Room to grow. Should probably do it at Ursa as well. We're starting to get to the point where we don't really need to be shipping population all over the place. Oh, what about Timos? Oh yeah, Timos could definitely use some more bodies. Is Wentho capped? Yeah, okay. Which planet do we want to pull people from? Probably 3, I guess? It's the planet with the lowest industry output and it's only tied for highest food. So you guys are going to... I've already forgotten the name of the system that I wanted to send them to. Timos. Here we go. Okay. Lots of important stuff getting done there. How are we doing on those pilgrims? Not actually growing. Maybe I do want to splice in some vaulters. It is only a single point of a single point of science, but it's 124 people gaining a point of science. Yeah, alright. It's going to take forever for the pilgrims to catch up. Let's just do the splice. It's a pretty good population unit. Okay, we definitely are not in a position to launch this attack. But the ships are coming. Yeah, I figured out that Beerius needed to send citizens away, but then I didn't figure out anything else for them to do. Well, you know what? Honestly, just make science. This is a more efficient conversion. And I'm going to cancel public 3D printing here. I want to make sure that I am asked when that finishes, so that we remember that there may be other stuff we want to build there. Okay, now I feel good. Can we really do another splice right away? Oh yeah, sowers. We could splice out our sowers. I don't know that I think this is valuable. I don't know that I think that gaining +1 food on all of our Horatio population, considering how close all of our systems are to being full, is actually worth losing 14 population points. Although, I guess, splicing out all the sowers means that Horatio will grow to fill all of those population slots. Okay, yep. Done. Maybe we'll build a strat recycler to put on some of our ships somewhere. Maybe. Probably not, honestly. Okay, you just need to advance. At this point, I would rather have extra approval than extra influence. He's running... Oh, right. This is the guy who's running a ship. Well, whatever. We have one Guardian who's a Governor and one Guardian who's an Admiral, and I got confused about which was which. Oh, that... Yeah, fair enough. So what do we have here? Is it just smalls? Okay. Let's launch the Imposer and start taking care of this situation. So these guys are... medium short. So I guess we'll start at long. They'll want to move to either medium or short. We have a definite advantage over them for the first phase of the battle while we're at long range. Did I take any... Nope. Not really any damage at all. Alright, the blockade is over. We're getting our resources in again, and let's put this in defense mode. To be joined shortly by the other one. Yeah, so maybe we don't truce out with these Sophons. Maybe we do take all of their stuff by force. Alright, never mad about seeing extra Transvine. Yeah, we're going to have to come up with some more solutions for influence, but honestly, once we get our ships out into this middle section, our actual navy, I think we could hit the colonization level that we need pretty quickly. Pirates are attacking Nakar. Shall we that?
We don't care what you think.
Okay, yeah, I don't care whether or not you care what I think. So there, take that. They're bringing a lot of troops in, but they're probably not very good troops. I'm just going to go protect the system. We have more manpower than they do, and our manpower is more effective. And they're not going to be receiving reinforcements from their ships anymore, since we blew all their ships up. Yeah, no reason to lose population. So Nakar is actually a pretty powerful system now. We might want to pull some people off of Food Planet soon. And you know what, we'll just overbreed Food Planet. That's how we'll solve that problem. Oh yeah, that's right. Timos also needs to do this. Is this what I want to spend my dust on? Instead of taking the colony here? Yeah, probably. I've said this is the thing I need to spend my dust on so many times that I don't even remember all of the things that I was supposed to spend my dust on. To be fair, it's not like I was wrong every time. Our priorities do keep shifting. So let's see here. You guys are staying in place. We do really need to get this done. Even more trade would certainly be valuable. Yeah, alright, I think we're all doing things that make sense. I think. Alright, so now that we have genetic recoding, we have to reconsider some things about our population. So here we have this nice easy system protect victory. And we've got blue ships. You remember that we're at war currently, right? Get out of here with this. Can't just come over here. I mean, I guess he must not remember that we're at war. Okay, you're actually done with that, so let's send you... Okay, there's something to explore over here. We have a pirate battle, but it's just smalls. Looks like we want to close to short quickly. It's actually kind of unclear. These ships are built to be sort of versatile. Yeah, whatever. This'll work. It will certainly kill 3 small pirate ships. Alright, stay right here, starve them out. Help is coming. Not quickly, but it's coming. Alright, so no matter which plan we're going for, we definitely want to set down here. We need this for the quadronics for one of our plans, and for the system itself for the other plan. So yeah, Murgashi will deliver a ship here. That ship will instantly complete the colony, so there's no reason to spend any resources. Got a lot of microwave tubes finishing soon, which are super powerful. And now we need to consider genetic alterations. Obviously, it's probably not worth doing this in systems where the industry output is very low, because it will take forever. So let's just build some other stuff in these places. Yeah, this is a fair amount of science here. This is not going to be great. This is not going to be great. This is a system that's going to be kind of slow to develop, no matter how we do it. Alright, for real, we need this trade company subsidiary. That's important. Lots and lots of Horatio. No pilgrims. So that's Oentho that will lose all the population if I splice the sowers out, right? And it's growing really quickly, and they're just kind of bad. Yeah, you know what? Let's do the splice. Fill all this space. We could try to get to the 20-point Zvali population bonus again, actually. Because we took over some more planets that have Zvali on them, thanks to the... Yeah, let's do this. Thanks to the Vultures. I think the Vultures had some Zvali population. We probably want to... Yeah, almost everybody's on high food planets, and we're going to get some more from microwave pipes. Yeah, we don't have to worry about this. That system will fix itself. And quickly, I think. Alright, so we have siege ships here. This'll wear down over the next couple of turns. Almost done with them. I think we will just force assimilate these guys. It's not even really that expensive. Hey, there were pirates here. What are these ships like? Long range, and long range. Okay. Alright, that's more Gossamer and more Quadronics. So, like, clearly the minor factions do build stuff, right? But it's always... do minor factions not have access to drone networks and cerebral reality, I wonder? Because it seems like they've never got those completed. So we are looking at probably just pulling everybody over here. We don't actually need population. I guess it's one. We don't need population on these planets to be mining their resources. They just need to be colonized. We'll use this to get some food stuff done quickly. And then we'll figure things out from there. So, okay, Beerus. Beerus is a candidate for switching to this, right? Oh, never mind. Everybody on Beerus is Horatio already. Not a problem. So actually, we'll consider genetic recoding on some of these high population, high industry output systems when they finish their microwave pipes. Alright, I think we can do one or two more turns here. I actually, apologies that the episode's going to be a little short, but I kind of don't want to make any more major decisions until I've had a little bit of time to, like, cogitate on which plan we're going to go for. Because we kind of need to make a decision. If we're going to go hard for the obelisks, it doesn't make sense to colonize all these. And if we're going to go for the other plan, we want to hurry up and start getting the colony ships out, right? Like, Zeturbia becomes much more valuable because it has more Transvine on it and stuff. Yeah, we'll do one more turn here. I have to think about our branch. The conquest victory is totally doable. And it might be faster. How many turns are we from having access to the obelisks? Still 4. Okay, that has come to an end. That's a shame. I forgot that there was approval attached to that. We might be in a little bit of a situation approval-wise. Okay, Timos has ionic crystals. That's interesting. Well, the deposit is... What are we getting from that deposit? Okay, it's the deposit that gives +4 science per citizen. Yeah, that's a nice one. And this planet has ancient ruins too. Wow. We need to get a lot more population into Timos.
We know not what game you play.
Absolutely not. So yeah, Timos is where we're going to be shipping citizens from full planets for a while. What do I want to do with you? You're on Kurha right now. Does Kurha have luxuries? It does not. So there's no value to the approval from luxuries here. And an extra point in this doesn't actually yield any extra resources. It's just plus approval. We might actually, on Kurha, want to take transformational leadership. Yeah, approval here is still kind of an unsettled issue. And in fact, we definitely will need colonial rights as well. So Kalem's pretty miserable. It's a problem we can deal with at some point in the future here. So here on Murgashi, we do have some Zvali population. You know what? I shouldn't have spent the Jadonics on boosting the Zvali generation rate, because I should have thought science isn't terribly important to either of our plans. So we're probably actually going to remake all of these Zvali into Horatio. Well, you know what we can do? We can start by sending 3 of them away to Timos. And then we'll fill all of these slots, we'll fill with Horatio, and also we'll transform citizens that are on this world to Horatio. Let's queue that up a couple of times. Or this system, rather. Especially if we're thinking about potentially needing a ton of industry. Horatio output more than the Zvali do. What's our industry output per Horatio is 4. It's pretty good. Also, any system that has a considerable number of Horatio on it now is going to be functionally impossible to invade due to the fact that we spliced that thing off of the Vaulters. I wonder if we'll be able to take this system over through influence. Actually, we might be able to generate a considerable amount of influence out here. It's still going to be impossible for us to ship population to these planets, but we're getting our growth structures and stuff done, so maybe that won't be a big issue. Alright, you guys are just going to chill here for another couple of turns, right? How many... what's the manpower that we have available in these fleets? We could actually probably just start attacking. Because we'll continue to wear their defenses down over the course of the battle. Yeah, let's just start going. We have the manpower to force this through, I think, a little bit faster than if we just waited. You guys probably should go and prepare to fight pirates. Over here we can grab a curiosity. Shield recharge between phases. Use it if your shields can't resist the opponent's mostly energy weapons. That's interesting. Shield recharge between phases. Because we do have some good shield technology. I think I remember that being the case. Alright, what else do we need to set up builds for? We definitely should have this. Oh, we should have this. And then AI labor is going to be pretty powerful here as well. Honestly, this AI labor is probably way more important than public-private partnerships at this point. We're almost beyond the need for science. Here we should definitely send 3 units of population to Timos. And we don't need to do any genetic alteration. And we don't need approval, and we don't need this, so, okay. To planet cracking with you. Okay, we might want to cool down on mailing population around, because we have a lot of population ships sort of in the air, and I don't actually know where everything's going to settle. So we might want to let all these ships land, figure out what our populations actually look like, so that we can make some more informed decisions. We're still 4 turns off of being able to start building obelisks. And the obelisk victory is probably going to be faster, isn't it? Since we're almost there. Yeah, probably. But I'll have a good think on it, and I'm sure people have some opinions to share in the comments. Can come over here and search these curiosities once we've secured the system with our warships, and you guys are just chilling. Yeah, okay. So, like I said, that's going to be it for us for today. I'm going to consider our options. If you have a strong feeling about our options, please do leave that feeling in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. You often see things that I miss. And come back next time to see us set off on our final path and maybe even get all the way to the end of this thing. And we'll see you then.